did. What was the lasting memory of that game that you're going to carry with you for the remainder of your life?
Oh wow, that's a good question. I mean, what a game Hunter Renfro turned in, and the great backstory with him as a former walk-on doesn't exactly pass the look test. I think you'd walk by the guy at Disney World and think that guy wasn't a national
Yep.
champion hero football player, right? Or at the mall or in the
Right,
store.
right.
So I think that's going to be great. What a way to cap a fantastic career for Deshaun Watson. Just remarkable the way he kind of took the punches from the defense from Alabama in the first half, things not going so well. And then in the second half, really like a true fighter in late rounds, came out and threw some really big haymakers for Clemson to win.
By the way, and Alexa, you can chime in here too, but Ray, I said off the top, I believe that game made him a lock for the College Football Hall of Fame.
You did say that.
Yeah, I think there's no question that certainly did. And his career has been just really culminated in that performance last night. It was really a storybook finish to what has been a great career for Deshaun Watson. In hindsight, it's always 2020 in terms of the Heisman. I don't have a vote. I would have, though, given my vote to Deshaun Watson even back in November, December, just based on the whole body of work and the season that he had. And now in the postseason, as we stand here on Tuesday morning, him on top of that mountaintop in college football and what he did, and knowing that Clemson could not have done it without him, I think he's certainly the best quarterback in college football this year. And he certainly punched his ticket to the College Football Hall of Fame.
Ray, before the game, a lot of talk was about Nick Saban and comparing him to Bear Bryant. But what does this mean for Dabo Swinney?
Well, I think the trajectory just continues now, and he's up there among the elite coaches in college football. I mean, he has to be in that same conversation as Nick Saban, as Urban Meyer. And now right there it has to be Dabo Swinney. And, it didn't come easy for him, and he did it the hard way. And I think he really wore his emotions. And I think that look right there in his face is a triumph that was years in the making. We all know the backstory with him being elevated to head coach. I believe this is 6 consecutive double-digit win seasons. They're doing great things with the program internally right there at Clemson in terms of their facilities, and building out facilities are going to be second to none, even with the slide inside as well. I think he's a dynamic coach. I think he is lighthearted, which I think kids really magnetize to. And I think that there's a genuineness about him that he believes in Clemson and Clemson football. And, even beyond the talk of Dabo and Clemson, I think that some of us, including myself, need to really look and respect the ACC a little bit more when you consider the gauntlet that they went through and all the close games they played. And then, as you pointed out, Michael, to beat Ohio State, to beat Alabama, probably perceived by most to be the top 2 teams in the country, and to beat them the way they did, you have to tip your hat to Clemson and really take a second look at how tough ACC football